It's just a little bit after 7 in the morning, and on Wednesday, I don't know, July something. That's what happens when you're retired. You forget the date. But doesn't mean I'm not working. I'm just not working in a world that the date matters so much as the weather. And right now the weather's perfect for gardening. So I came out here to do a garden tour. I actually did a garden tour and rethought it. And I just wanted to instead talk about this, if you can hear it. I've been out here weeding and pulling garlic and got my hands in the dirt. And I thought I'd share why I love gardening so much. You can hear the birds singing. We have a radio going and I can hear it faintly coming from the barn. And the smell of the dirt, the sound of the birds, my hands in the dirt. These gorgeous zinnia. I mean, really, a green flower. Seriously? I was hoping to sell sunflowers this year. I don't know if it's even possible at this point because I've had such a problem with the bunnies. But I can't kill them. I love them. Next year I'm just going to have to find a way to deal with it better. When I came out here, Rocky, our rooster, was crowing. Nobody's up but me and the birds. I don't think I've even seen the pigs yet. And like I said, I pulled some garlic and I've got a lot of other chores to do. And I just thought for a second, share why you love gardening. And this is it. It's early in the morning. It's still a little bit foggy out. I can hear the chickens. And it's just me. This is some beautiful yarrow that I pulled yesterday. It got destroyed by the rain. It was right there in that big green clump. And it really was gorgeous. Unfortunately, it had fallen to either side and was blocking the paths and kind of hanging over some of my sunflowers. And so I cut it back. And I'll give it a chance next year. I'm going to split it and put it off in a corner where it can go crazy and do its thing. This is just one of my micro dwarf tomatoes. It's called Orange Hat. And it's the cutest little tomato in the world. And I'm really excited for it. Here's my, well, I think it is my biggest sunflower. It's probably 6.5 feet tall. It's just about to open up. I have 72 tomatoes in the ground. They're already producing. They're not blushing yet. Well, that's a lie. I do have a couple that are blushing. This one's really cool. I don't know if you can see, but it has thorns all over it. On the stem, on the leaves, on the underside of the leaves. And even the tomato itself, which I'll show you in a minute, is encased in a thorny case, almost like a tomatillo. And then when it's ripe, the case opens up and you can get at the tomato. I'm trying to squeeze through here. This variety of tomato is called Barry's Crazy Cherry, and I'm going to go on the other side. Look at, there's still dew on all the leaves. That's how early it is. But Barry's Crazy Cherry is just a fun tomato to grow. It produces oodles and oodles and oodles of little yellow, delicious tomatoes. And here's a cluster that's starting. And when this is done, I think that there would probably be over 100 little cherry tomatoes in that cluster alone. And I have probably another 8 clusters. This plant is going to produce hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of tomatoes. It's really great. These are my cucamelons. And this is the earliest I've ever gotten cucamelons. I ate some the other day. I have one in my pocket. Yeah, I have cucamelons in my pocket, people. Look at that. Delicious little lemony snicket. It's delicious. My potato patch and my multitude of weeds. And I just saw one of the bunnies run into the squash that I have growing here. It's a rogue squash. I didn't plant it. And this is my strawberry patch, which I've really given up on because every time I find a ripe strawberry, the bunnies found it before me. Oop, not that one though, but that one's so teeny tiny. I'll get in here and weed. I've got the girls, my granddaughter's coming tomorrow and Friday. Olive's 9. Junie is almost 4. They come every Thursday and Friday. And I'll have them out here in the garden. I do have another granddaughter, Frida. She's not really the outdoorsy type, so we do different things with her. Oh, here, I almost forgot. I'll show you one of these thorny tomatoes. There it is. Looks like something out of Rocky Horror Picture Show, doesn't it? But that little case will get bigger and bigger and then finally bust open with a tomato in the middle. Pretty cool. So this is why I love gardening. It's being surprised when you come out and seeing something that you started from seed start to fruit. Look at that. That's a, what is it called? Something Verde Tomatillo. I can't remember the name. Rio Grande Tomatillo. And it's my first time growing those. And I was just so excited about seeing it for the first time. It's just really cool looking. And it's still early July, and I've got blush on some of my tomatoes. May not be exciting to some, but it's exciting to me. I love sitting out here and just seeing what I've grown I love sharing it. I love hearing Rocky cock-a-doodling as I'm talking. Anyway, that's where we are this season. That's not the video I initially thought of doing, listing all my varieties and blah, 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 blah. But as I was weeding, I thought, just take a minute and tell people why you want to be out here. Yeah, getting food is great. Growing different varieties is awesome. Maybe being able to sell some, even better, to pay for this ridiculous hobby. Maybe more than a hobby. Isn't that ever hopeful? But that's why I'm out here. I just love it. I feel in touch with the earth, in touch with the ground, the sky, all of our animals, my home. And I just love being able to share it with anyone who's willing to listen. Right, Piggles? Nope, that's not Piggles, that's Putty. You get out of bed, buddy? Stay out of my garden, okay? You're a good boy. You just keep eating those weeds. I love you, boy. Anyway, I hope you have a great Wednesday. I hope you get a chance to get out in the garden or get outside and do something you love. Have a great day.